Hello friends and welcome back to my channel, and to this video where we are going to talk about the collection between Kitulec and Makeup Revolution. Pretty sure that this is called Glowkitulca. I have been getting some help by a Polish viewer on my Instagram. She's been helping me with trying to pronounce these words because I don't want to offend anyone. I have met Kitulec at a brand trip in Manchester, but it's so hard because Polish is so different from my language, which is Swedish, and also from any other language that I am familiar with, which is, let's be honest, not that many. But I did buy these palettes because, like I said, I have met the influencer that collaborated with Makeup Revolution. She is so sweet, so bubbly and positive and kind. You know, sometimes you just meet people and you just know, like, this is a good one, this is a good person, and I really do believe that about her. Sorry if you hear something in the background. I did open the balcony door because I wanted to let my pets go out there for a bit, so if you hear some, I think you hear the church bells, so if you hear that, or if you hear like the wind or birds or something, that's what it is. I don't live in a zoo or I don't live in a tent. The door is open. But these are the two items that she collaborated with. I will do this look towards the end of the video. I did also use two new lip items from Makeup Revolution. Makeup Revolution was one of the brands that I wanted to try in 2020, and what better way than to buy the collaboration between someone that I really like and Makeup Revolution. You buy these sets separately. It is a set with two of the eyeshadow palettes. Come like this. I think these were $15 or £15. I'm not quite sure, but they were pretty affordable. I will link down below where I bought them because I bought them from a Makeup Revolution website. I don't know if they're available. I mean, this is a European collab, so I don't really know if this is coming to Ulta, but you can always buy it at Revolution's website, and it might come to Beauty Bay since it is a European collab. You do have some info on the back of the box and just slide them out, and it's two mini palettes. So these come as a set, so you're getting two palettes for the the price. Yeah. One of the palettes is the one that I'm using today. It is this neutral and red palette. I feel like since meeting her, I only met her for 2 days, but since meeting her, the other palette looks like this. It's like a cool tone brown and a green. I will put some swatches up. Since I met her, like only for 2 days, I do feel though that both of these little kits do reflect her makeup style really good. She's all about a very glowy skin, and she's also all about some neutrals, but with a bit of a pop sometimes. And one of the palettes has this pop of red, like neutrally tones, and then two reds, one shimmery and one matte. It's more like a raspberry red, and it's what I have on my eyes today. The other one is more neutrally browns, and then it has two greens, like more cool toned, dark foresty green, a shimmer and a matte. I haven't used the green palette in this video, but I will try and link a couple of videos up here in the eye with me using green eyeshadows. So if you want to get some inspiration on how to use this palette, how to use some green eyeshadows, you'll get like at least some kind of inspiration on how you can use green eyeshadows there. I didn't have any problems with this look, making this look. You will see that towards the end of the video, but I do think that the eyeshadows in this palette was pretty good. The mattes do have a bit of kick up in the pan, but I didn't really feel like there was a lot of fallout on my face with the mattes. So it's a bit of kick up in the pan, but that happens, to be honest. I'd rather have that than two firmly pressed shadows that I just can't seem to pick up with a brush. Didn't really have any problems blending them or building them up. These are the kind of shadows that are not 100% opaque when you put them on the eyes, but they are buildable. And after all, that's all I really ask from an eyeshadow, and I don't feel like this result is in any way patchy or bad. I like how this looks. The shimmers are the same as the shimmers are in the peach and the avocado palette that you've seen me use on my channel, and that is that they are really nice when you get them on the eyes, but you do need either some glitter glue or setting spray or to use your finger because they are a bit flaky. You will see in the demo when I use this like raspberry shade on my eyes that I used setting sprays, and I did use an extra spritz just to be sure that I would get a good result on the eye and at the same time not get a lot of fallout on my face. And when I did that, I didn't really have any problems. So I do think that these are nice palettes, and if you like small palettes like me, and if you like a mix between mostly neutrals and then some pops that go together with the neutrals, I do think that this would actually be a good pick, and I'm happy that I picked it up. Also, if you like mauve neutrals, these two raspberry shades are leaning a bit more raspberry, not like a yellowy toned red, but more like a pinky toned raspberry, which I think is a really nice and flattering shade on the eye. price. If you like mauve neutrals and you have a mauve neutral palette at home, those two reddish shades will mix so good together with that kind of a palette at home. So don't forget to mix and match your palettes as well. Same with the green one. If you have a very yellowy tone palette, let's say you have the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette, those two green shades will match so good together with a palette like that. Then we have the next one, and as you can see, they are looking the same, but the highlighter one, these are highlighters, have more of a glittery structure, and also therefore they're not as easy to take out, but it's not really a problem. It's two small palettes like this. So this is called the base and this is called the topper. The base has shadows like these. This one is so cool because it's actually picking up a lot. It's more like a finely milled finishing powder. So this is trying to mimic that like hourglass finishing powder, or maybe even the Jaclyn Hill luminous all over powder. I do think that the structure of this is very nice, and I was able to pick up a really nice amount on my brush. It's not really gonna be this color on the skin. It is a bit more where you can see like it's a bit more. Do you see anything? What am I trying to show you? What I'm trying to show you maybe is that it's not 100% opaque, so it's not really this color you're getting on your skin. Maybe if you are super pale, this would be a bit too dark on you. I would say that Kitulec, it's probably, since I've met her once, probably about the same shade as me. So therefore for me, all of these do work pretty good on me, but I do realize that maybe if you're super pale, some of these might be too dark for you. This one is more of a bronzy highlighter, and this one is more of a goldy highlighter. And then we have the next palette that is toppers. This is the one that I have just on the tippity top here. It's a very nice glittery topper. Then we have this more light bronzy honey colored highlighter and this more icy toned light peach. I'll put some swatches up of these two palettes as well so that you can see. I thought that they looked really nice on the skin. I felt like there was no problem mixing and matching and building these on each other so I could get the glow that I wanted to have. I also didn't need to use setting spray to receive the result that I have on my skin today. I just built up a couple of these, started with some bases and then built with some toppers. So I do feel like if you're light to medium, you will probably be able to use all of these shades. And I also do think that it's very important when you are collabing with a brand to make something that you can use yourself. That is my personal opinion. I don't think the biggest problem with collabs is that they're not making it for every skin tone. I think the biggest problem is that there's not enough collabs with people of all skin tones, and I wish that that would be more seen within the beauty community, and I really hope that Makeup Revolution will do that as well, even though I do think that they have made collabs with people of color, and I do hope that they continue to do that. Will say though, I really like this. I think that this looks great on the skin. I did tone it down just a little bit because it was a bit crazy. In the demo you will see how you could really make it shine. I did pull it down just a little bit, but I do think it looks really good on the skin, and I like the variety of being able to build. So this system does match how I do my highlighter as well. All in all, I am happy with both of these kits. I'm not sad I bought them. I'm happy I was able to support Kitulec with this collab, and I also think I like the price. I like how these are presented. I'm probably not gonna keep these and just keep the small palettes, but I wanted to keep them to show you how they look. And I think they're very cute. If you are a fan of Kitulec and you wanted to support her, you will get some really nice products. Is it the best products I've ever used in my entire life? No. But I do think that it's not only good for the money, it is a good product, and I like these. I think they are really nice. And if someone told me that these were Too Faced mini palettes and that they cost $35 for the duo, I wouldn't be questioning the price, because I do think that they are better than what you're paying for. You're getting more than you're paying for. At least I feel that with these. So I'm happy I tried these, and I'm also very happy that I gave Makeup Revolution another chance in 2020, because I have found some good things. I've also found some bad things. Let's not lie, and I think that is the problem with less expensive brands, is that it's not all good. It's more of a hit or miss, and you do need to watch some reviews or be a reviewer yourself to find the little nuggets in between the pieces of, I was gonna say shit, but let's go with rubble. Shall we? Rubble, okay. Okay, let's get into the look. I have both of the little packages here. I think I'm gonna use this one today, the one that is a bit more, not like warm tone neutrals, but like more neutral neutrals, not as cool toned, and these red. I'm gonna play a bit with these. I'm also going to use an eye pen by Linda Hallberg together with this to make it a bit more red. Should I start with the highlighters? You know what, I'm gonna start with the lips because I actually bought 2 lip items from Makeup Revolution because I realized that I have tried some of the, I've tried the concealer, the foundation, the powder. Didn't really like any of those. Sorry. So I thought that why is this not opening the way I want it to? Okay, so I thought I'd give the lip products a new chance number 2 as well. I didn't think that the lip products from Makeup Revolution was necessarily bad, but they were mediocre. Let's just put it like that. For that price, you could get something better. There are good drugstore alternatives. That was so hard to say. I retook that like 5 times. Probably shouldn't have told you that, but I did. But they had some news, so I thought maybe they have gotten better. This is Shafor. This is the Revolution Shafor. I think this was the new satin series. I've heard people talk about this this color from Makeup Revolution, but I think it was in a different formula because this was the new, I think, satin. It has a bit of a pout on the top. The packaging, really nice. A bit like heavy. Really nice. And this is the Makeup Revolution Satin, yeah, Satin Kiss. I think this was Satin Kiss lipsticks and Satin Kiss lip liners. And this is also in Shafor. Okay, good for me. So let me try these. You know what? Pretty impressed. It's a bit pinky, like a pinky nude, but it's not like super light. It's actually really flattering. So let's put the lipstick on. It seems to be the same color. Doesn't really smell like anything. It wasn't like super smooth going on. I will say that this is like a classic satin because it has a bit of a sheen to it. Definitely not glossy. Feels comfortable on the lips. So far, a bit impressed. So I'll leave this on for the rest of the video and we'll see how it is towards the end of the video. Because let's be honest, another lipstick that went on pretty okay that ended up being a total flop was that new Smashbox lipstick. So we do need to keep it on to see how this one is gonna wear. Let's play a bit with the... these ones are a bit hard to get out because they have the glitter on them, but this is the face palettes. So we have one that looks a bit like... a bit warmer, like this. And then we have one that's a bit cooler, like this. This one is like more glittery, so maybe want to use a bit of that. They all seem to have different finishes. So it's not necessarily different colors, it's more like different finishes. And I'm kind of on board with that. This one, the Illuminate, it's like looking more like a, yeah, this is more like a glowy, I have it here, you can't see shit, but it's more like a glowy, like a finishing powder. But I do already have that on, but that actually felt really nice. Maybe I should try a bit of that. It does pick up quite a lot. It's like a glowy finishing powder. So all of these are meant to be glow powders, but with different finishes and different, like, used with different kind of techniques. I'm a bit impressed. This one is a bit darker. Yeah, this one is a bit darker. I could probably get away with that when I have a little bit more of a tan, especially like over the apples. And should I use the golden one? Let me use the golden one. Let's see how that is. Okay, I'm using the golden one here. It's pretty. It's definitely a warm golden tone. Maybe wouldn't fit you if you are very fair. Okay, let's look into the other one and we'll use something else on the other side, but I do like that and I think I could build it up even more if I wanted to. Let me see the difference between these three. Okay. Oh, the glittery one is so cool. This is the glittery one. It's just very cool tone, like sparkle. And then we have one that's more of an icy beige and more of a, like a golden beige. Okay, where do I want to put this? Okay, I'll put it on my pants because that's apparently how I work. Let me use this one then, that's a bit more icy. And we'll see how that one looks on this side. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's very icy. Oh, I'm gonna put a bit of the middle shade, this one over, just to, I was gonna say tone it down, but that is obviously not what I'm doing. Oh my god. Okay, I'll use a bit of this one on the other side as well. And I'll also go over a bit with the golden one just to make these sides match. Just using a bit here as well. It's very glowy. I do feel like it's really pretty, and I don't feel like it's looking that horrible on any I don't really have any texture on my cheekbones. I want to talk about texture on my cheekbones, but don't really have that much, even though when I smile you can see a bit of that, but I feel like it's very finely milled. But I do really want to use the one that's really glittery, the white one. And I'm gonna take a bit on my brush. It does pick up, and I'm just gonna pinpoint it on the absolute tippity top. That is very bright. So this is a nice way to really get that highlight, that really bright highlight on just the very tippity top. I would not recommend something as icy as this unless you're very fair on any other places. Oh my god, I need to tone this down. Send help. I kind of feel like I want to bring some of the blush back. I'm just gonna use Sweet Cheeks by NYX. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and just bring that on the apples a bit, so it's not too icy on my apples, because I don't really like that. That is a good tip if you feel like you went a bit overboard and you look a bit pale and icy. Now let's see if we can go in with the eyeshadow palette. Like I said, I want to use the red one. I think I'm gonna start with the lightest brown here. Yeah, I know, who am I? I'm gonna start with the lightest brown, and what kind of a brush do I want to have? Do I want to have this one? This is the Sigma E38. I think I'm gonna use that. How's the primer? The primer is nice. So let me just... That is actually a really nice transition shade on me. I'm gonna use the shadow next to it, the K Fever. I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna deepen this up a bit. Gonna try not take it as high as this first shadow, even though I'm using the same brush. And then I am gonna go in with the matte red. Okay, I'm going into the Kenzo one, which is the matte burgundy. It's more like a matte... There's a cat here. More like a matte raspberry. It's more like a cool toned, I mean cool tone red, but you understand, like it's not as like yellowy toned. So I'm gonna deepen up the crease with this and bring in some red to this look. And then we're gonna use the shimmer as well. That is actually really nice. I'm using some of this red under my eyes as well, and I'm gonna blend it out with the brown. I'm using some of that lightest brown just to blend out the edge here a bit. Hope I'm in focus. Pretty impressed with how this one is looking, to be honest. Doesn't this look pretty awesome? It's not really patchy at all, and it was just pigmented enough to the point that it didn't scare you when you went in with the pigment, but at the same time you could build it up and just add a bit more. I'm gonna do the same on the other eye. And then I want the shimmer. Ooh. Okay, so I'm back with both the eyes done. I'm gonna use this K Melted now, which is like a raspberry metallic. I haven't used any of these metallics on my eyes, but it picks up pretty okay. Let me spray it though, because I use a spray to not get any fallout, because I always do my face first. I know you're not supposed to do that, but that's how I like to do my makeup, so let me live. Let's do this all over the lid. Oh, I still get some fallout, I notice. I did notice that with some of the other Makeup Revolution shadows that I've used lately, so let me just do a little more spritz on this one. But I'm just gonna put it all over my lid, and I think I'm gonna put it not in my inner corners, but all the way here, and maybe skip inner corner highlight, to be honest. I think that's what I'm gonna do, and just use red eye pen all around, because why not? We all need to try something new at times. Just blending them together a little bit with this brush that I used the red matte with, which is probably gonna result in me getting some fallout, so let me let me catch that. But I think that that is pretty impressive, right? I like that. I think this looks really nice, and it really goes with my green eyes. Whew! I think I'll just use some of that raspberry matte, and I'll just put that in my inner corners. I'm not doing an inner corner highlight today. We're doing this. Ooh. Okay, let me use a little bit though of that like beige shade here. Let me see, how is this, what kind of color is this? Yeah, it's actually pretty bronze, so I probably won't be able to use that on my like brow bone anyways. Okay, I just use a little bit and it's actually going on. If I just use a little, it's going on pretty okay. Just to highlight a little bit. But it is like a light beigey gold, so it's not gonna highlight on you if you are of a pale skin tone. It's more gonna be of a lid color then. But of course, if you are a medium to deep, it's gonna be a really nice highlighter or a light lid shade on you. So this is what this one is looking like right now. I think it's looking really cool. I'm gonna use this one, the Linda Hallberg Mood Crayon in Anger Mood. It is a red one. Oh, I need to sharpen this one. And I'm gonna use that all around like my eyes and my waterline and also on my lid. And I'm not gonna do a wing, I'm just gonna line everything. So I really accentuate this redness. And also in my waterline. Okay, this is how it's gonna be. I'm gonna line this and I'm gonna put on some mascara and I'll show you this look. Oh, I'll also blow dry my hair and I'll show you this look before I put it falsies on. Okay, so this is what it's looking like right now, and yes, I am wearing a leopard t-shirt. It is from Zara. I bought a pair of shoes from Zara, so I decided to order this one as well. I really love it. It's me and the old ladies that love leopards so much. I'm all about that life. Anyways, I'm gonna put on the, I think these are called double takes. Yeah, these are from Bold Face Lashes. They're called double takes. They're really pretty when you don't have a wing. I love these when I don't have a wing, and I've worn these quite a few times. I think like 8 times or something, and they're still looking just as good as they was the first time I used them. So I'm gonna put those on and that's gonna be the finished look. Okay, that is the finished look with the lashes on, and I am really enjoying this look. And I will say, let's come in a bit closer. The lipstick is looking really okay, not gonna lie. It still feels pretty smooth and creamy, and it's not been flaking off in any weird kind of a way, and the look altogether is looking really good. I'm really enjoying how the face is looking, so I was pretty pleased with all of these products, to be honest. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to see you here on my channel. I do upload quite a lot of videos. My goal is to upload at least 4 videos a week, which I do. I have a thing with always keeping what I promised. So yeah, I will see you in my next video, which is gonna be real soon. Bye!